If you have a blog on your website, this video is for you. I'm attorney Alexis Johnson of AFJ Law Group, a business litigation firm specializing in all things business and real estate transactions. This video is going to talk about why you need a privacy policy as well as a disclaimer statement on your blog for your website. This will help you protect yourself as well as your business from liability down the line. So let's talk about why they're so important and what you need in yours. The right lawyer makes the difference. AFJ Law Group. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can continue to receive informative legal videos like this one. Now, this video is talking about why your blog needs a privacy policy and disclaimer statement. We're going to dive really deep into both of these topics, but I want to give you a brief overview of the purpose of a privacy policy statement first. So basically, a privacy policy statement is going to inform your website visitors what personal information you're collecting about them and how that information will be used. So when I say personal information, I mean things like their name, their email address, their geographic location, maybe credit card information, or anything else that can be picked up by cookies, which we're going to talk about in full in a couple minutes. But why do you need a privacy policy statement? Well, it's twofold. First of all, it's often required by law. But if you're thinking about it from the consumer or the website visitor standpoint, a lot of people want to know what information is being collected from them and how it's going to be used. And as a business owner, it's helpful for you to have this information because then you can market your target audience appropriately. Disclaimer helps business owners avoid liability related to content that they post on their blog. What do I mean by that? Essentially, a disclaimer disclaims or denies liability related to the information on their website. So here's an example. If you're a health and fitness blogger and you post a blog about a diet and exercise program that's worked for you, and someone relies on that information and has different results than what you did, if you have a proper disclaimer on your website, they can't sue you for not having the same results or for relying on the information that you posted. A proper disclaimer can also help business owners avoid liability for claims of inaccuracy or incompleteness on their blog posts because information is always changing. So, in short, a disclaimer helps you avoid a lot of liability down the line as long as it's properly drafted. So, what should your privacy policy cover? It's important that your privacy policy addresses things like children's privacy. Specifically, you must clarify that you're not collecting information from children. And the age of a child will depend on your location and the applicable laws, but generally, it's those under 13. Your privacy policy should also elaborate on what type of personal information is collected and how. Finally, your privacy policy should have a cookie policy. So if you use the internet, you probably have heard of a cookie, but you may not understand what it is. So cookies are small blocks of data created by a web server while a user is browsing a website and placed on the user's computer or other device by the web browser. And why? Why do websites use cookies? Well, all websites use cookies to collect information. Things like your IP address, your geographic location, when you visited the website, or the date and time of the visitors to your website if you're the business owner. And it's important that you inform your visitors of this in your privacy policy. Now, a lot of times when you're using a website, a pop-up may appear where the user has to accept, which means that they understand that cookies are being used. But it's due diligence to also include this in your separate privacy policy. So, what about a disclaimer? Well, disclaimers need to be specific to your business or industry. You want to make sure that you cover the type of advice or information that you're posting. And depending on the industry that you're in, there may be additional laws that you have to abide by, such as if you work in the financial industry. That's why when it comes to disclaimers and really privacy statements as well, it's best to work with an attorney to make sure everything is covered. A lawyer will offer the best protection to create a disclaimer for you or audit the one that you currently have to ensure that it's tailored to your needs.